tricks. The game's about to finish, but it's hard to fast, quicker than short.
What's going down, everybody out there? I am out this morning, and I just bought this. I took one of them small sips off this. Like, you know how you get that little small sip to see how hot it is when you standing in line? It's still full. Wow. Activate your DNA. All that little junk DNA that's floating. Let me pull up a little bit. I'm right on the corner. You know what? I'm going to tell you just like this. You know, you got to take the Pampers off. Sometimes you got to take the Pampers off. I was thinking about what I said yesterday. Look at that. Boy, these people are trying to like it. And, well, actually, I shouldn't even break my vibe. I shouldn't even break the vibe that I'm in right now, but I'm going to do this. And with the picture, I've always been out of time, like. Always been out of time, like, but you never know it because you're in time. But you're out of time, but you're in time. You know, and the only chance you get to go places is when you can leave here. You know, like, a lot of times it's in sleep or when you daydreaming off or something like that. I told my mother, like, I said, my mother and them I used to always turn the light on at night. I used to always turn the light. And this isn't what I was going to even get into. I was going to get into something else to add on to yesterday, what I said, you know. But I'm going to go into this right quick because there's just a lot going on. I used to always get up. When I come back, my mother used to always wonder why the light was always on. Like, they thought I was afraid of the dark and shit. Like, really? I wasn't afraid of the dark. Whenever I come back, whenever I go to sleep here, I wake up somewhere else. I always told people that. You call it dreaming, and some things are dreams, some things are not, some things you're doing things. Some dreams you can get out of, like, no, it's a little too hot for me, forget it, this is a dream. You know it is. Like, oh, forget this. I don't need to stay for this. It's almost like a bad movie and shit. Like, I've always been able to do that. So when I used to get back up as a child, and they done been to turn the lights off and shit, I gotta get up and feel on the walls and shit. Like, you get up in total darkness, you get up and you feel on the walls to try to find a light source and turn the light back on because the shit that you probably came back from was so damn unbelievable or something that you just wanted to stay up for a little while. And maybe you wanted to go back there and maybe you didn't. Like, really? So, okay, you just wanted to be, how should I say, grounded. Okay, this is where I am. Like, I go back to sleep here and shit, like. You know, but you go back to sleep, a lot of times you be back in the same shit. And you came back, they done turned it. Anyway, y'all got to turn your spiritual ears off for this one. I'm just going through some old tracks. I'm going through some old tracks. Now look at this. It's got old tracks on. There's 15 tracks on here. And you probably all heard this track that I'm listening to today. But it's entitled The Second Coming. This is 3-4 years old. Like, really? I was just going hard. And when I told people that, you know, like, I think I made a statement. Someone put on, that's another thing I want to address too. I am not a new woken folk. Like, really. Don't look at me as new woken folk, you know, if you are. And I'm speaking to someone that may be in star status. Like, don't look at me as new woken folks just because you probably you sensed me or whatever else, but maybe the keepers did not introduce us. Like, I wasn't in the same circles where the keepers would introduce me to you or keepers of the keepers or whoever that introduce people when they're in certain circles. I've been this. You just couldn't home in on it. You just knew there was something out there, but you just didn't know it was me. So don't look at me as a person being a newly woken folk. Like this is new. This is old. It was new then. But people's asses was so damn old. I said, man, forget this. Like, really? Like, forget this. And old is new. Really, keep that in mind. Old is new. Like, really, people just now catching up. You think it's new because this is all that you can, certain people, when it comes to certain things, that's all they can grasp. So that's that on that. But I'm not that. Believe me and you, I can go back further than that. A lot further than that. I've just given up. I gave up. I went to sleep. The world ain't ready for me. Like, really, I went to sleep. So, that's that on that. Excuse me. Also, and I'm not going to address my language no more. I'm really not. If people want to be in a robotic society, that's fine. The other day I was holding an infant. The other day. And I noticed how, that's how infants, you hold infants, you got to like sort of have your 4 fingers or 2 fingers on the back of their neck to cradle the back of their neck, or else their heads will be doing this. They can't hold it straight. That's the way I look at society sometime, like. And my word, the language that I use, well, that's what I mean, not my mouth, like as far as saying things to people or wishing things to people. The language that I use is my explanation points, my periods, my I's being dotted, my T's being crossed. That's my stamp. That's my own everything. That's what that is. You got a little weight on you, but so that's my T's being crossed, and that's my own everything. So don't just, it is what it is, and it's coming how it's coming. That's real talk. I'm not gonna address it no more. I'm not gonna even address it no more because I know the way I have to do things. It's even like the music industry. There's ways I do things that's opposite of what people are doing. That's for a reason. Like, that's for a reason. So please understand that with your finite understanding, if you can. Also, wow. But anyway, back to the baby. With the like those words is like Similac. Like, maybe whatever else, but you get some Similac or whatever, a bottle of milk, breast milk, or whatever you want to say. I just say that because a lot of people understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying go out and the Similac is the shit. I'm not making a Similac commercial. And then you put the bottle in their mouth, when they straighten up then. Like, really. So that's for you to straighten. That's for you to be aware. Like, oh, whoa, okay. Well, that's the shock factor, but I've always said that. Let's do this though. I heard this morning, and I gotta fall off my square. Why do I do this? But people, when I posted that, when I had that picture sent to me yesterday, I was like, wow, man, like, cause you tend to try to just forget, like, where's my time at? You tend to be in this world and just be like, but if you have the understanding to look at that picture and then look how much out of time a person was, then you can more or less tell or sort of sense what I had to go through with people, like how it was like different, like people, how what I was scared people to the point as to where they wanted to do things or whatever the hell society does to make themselves feel better. Like, I went through this shit. Like, I went through this shit growing up and shit. Like, really. So, I mean, it is what it is, But anyway, what did I ain't got no titles on this. Now I was half. Here I am just trying to talk. I should just get. If I was selfish.
Rashawn Amir. Oh God. You haven't reached this recording in error.
If I was selfish, I wouldn't even stop to do this. I was feeling good. Now I got to get back into that. Like, explaining something. Explaining and trying to get people to come to the real, and also activate that junk DNA. That junk DNA that you think is just floating around inside you, like, activate that. That's activating. Get your cell, get everything on point. Really. And your cells will start to see too, and because they regenerate. So let's do this. This might skip
This
too.
recording in error.
If it, cause this skip. If this right here skip,
Yeah, Rashawn Amir. That's right. Alien Rebels. Rashawn Amir. Rhyme ripping. That's right.
Coast to coast instrumentals.
Rashawn Amir. 10:43. Yep, Thursday morning. Sunny. Feeling good. People trying to bring
Where's Thursday?
They can. Heaven bless. God sent. With the word. You can't get no better than this.
that ain't it though.
Yeah. This right here is the Ghetto Prison remix. Mesmerize the downsides, black the minds on the rise. An enterprise for the weighted, wicked, and wise.
Let me pause that. This is all for you. This is for you. Like, you see that? You see them rays I throw towards your ass? Woof. This is for you. This is not for me. And back to the rays while I'm on it. The source has eons. And the wisdom that broke off from the source created rays. So let me just do that. I never really did that, but there's eons and rays. Rays are from the second source, like from the source of wisdom. It created rays, but the source, the original source, had eons. So let's go back. I'm all over the place this morning. Okay, let's get it back.
But in the wretched, the truth lie in the lamb. It's worthy and slain from the world and damn. Sought out for our service, soul slam, crammed and jammed. Like Gerber and Jaws for the season of lamb.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Cheap tricks. And the game's
This is
about
for
the
me. I was
cash.
Apple.
But it's hard to advance, picking your shorts out your ass. And it's foe as my witness. I'll take on the biggest.
Turn your ears off.
In this fucking grill like a dentist. Yeah.
Turn your spiritual ears off.
This shit down like Murdo. Head slow, yo shit way down like Murdo. Platinum flows that make niggas go wrong in. All other shit up in slow. All opposed, the platinum flows, player haters know. When exposed the foes, where the player haters go. Two folks show like flat screen, test front nose. And blow cold, my 4 points below zero. But pack heat with those 2 moto rats. Bros leaving you shouting like 6 rats with funny nose. Now go tell those other fools who don't know. Who be cold like snowmen in these trees. Oh, side shows with the ooh-wah and let them go. With miles of ammo to get more for show. Swing low like as you cherry and grab home. You carry your shit back home before I explode. Shit tricks and games about the cash. But it's hard to pass. Kill. As an intuition, steel jazz. Your alter your shit just like you took a blast. Up into space from this place with your face been hot. To calm your shit like 2 W's before that dot. You're better off putting hundreds in crooked slots. The sticks so that the money will never drop. Coming quick and manufacturing these bombs like Snickers. With big 3 figure and body your bars like glitter. Liquor easy like rolls when I split your nothing and stick you light your ass up. And send you the icy to hit you. With your homies switching my foes in a huddle. But get you, hit you, and bleed you smoke out the fucking window. I see shit I continue, question hungry answer. Every smart amateurs live like Dancer and Brazza. Tickets AIDS with cancer, got you private like Dancer. With your shit bringing virtues, you scared to answer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm bringing to the motherfucking table. Rashawn Amir, fair life, niggas can't fuck with me. For a life of no coded and slow, things that happen home. When I unload this time to grind, you feel like foe. Then your homies up with the flow, you already know what to do to prove. And I we roll to 1, 2. Now look at you now, you smell fire with dance out with that frozen look of fear on your fucking mouth. Cause you're stuck like Chuck, shit out of luck, sucking buck. What the fuck in this war with a rubber duck? Which is fuck, cause you can't fuck up with us or plus or even cuss or make motherfucking dust. You sit back and look and learn how we learn. Name new names and break up your brain brains insane. Shit, Rashawn Amir.
I'm out this bitch.
Peace.